What's up, everybody? Welcome to Podcast Now. I'm Alex, and in this video, I want to talk a little bit more about New Game Plus in Stellar Blade. It's kind of the talk of the town today. There's a whole PlayStation blog on it. There was a final trailer that was released yesterday, and hey, the content creators are getting the codes. People are going to be able to play this game in a matter of hours from when you guys see this. But honestly, I wanted to do this. I want to talk about this, and not to sound too much like a fanboy, right? I have covered Stellar Blade a lot, and I've said, if there's issues with it, I'm going to talk about the issues when I get to play it myself. But this is something, without even playing it, and without actually many people touching New Game Plus, it's something I wanted to highlight because we just don't get a lot of games that do this anymore. I mentioned that in yesterday's video. Specifically, a lot of these big AAA or PlayStation or Xbox exclusives, half of them, they don't even launch with New Game Plus. Now, this comes with that day one update, right? So you do have to download it, but I guess it's one step removed from being just built into the actual game. But not only does it come out the same day the game comes out, which you can't say for some of the other exclusives, but this New Game Plus seems awesome and legitimately, I think, gives reason to replay it. Now, do other games do? Yes. But I really feel like this game kind of takes it up a notch. So I want to quickly kind of skim through the PlayStation blog, but you get a lot. The New Game Plus is actually filled. So let's talk about costumes first. That's the first thing they talk about. You can try reopening the chests where you previously got your costumes or revisit the shops that sell them. You might want to also replay quests to earn costumes you missed on your first playthrough. There's 34 new outfits exclusive to Eve in New Game Plus, including 5 accessories and 2 cosmetics each for Adam, Lily, and the drone. Then they talk about this crew style, and the crew style is only available in a chest that's only in New Game Plus, so make sure you find it. Then they talk about level expansions. The leveling for weapons jumps from 15 to 40. Body and Beta go from 6 to 9. Tumbler goes from 5 to 13. Then they talk about harder difficulties, and they say to fight against tougher enemies, Eve needs to get tougher. You'll be able to collect cores to power up Eve's weapons, HP, and beta energy even more than in the base game. You can enhance your tumbler, which increases the amount of HP it heals at once. You can increase your drone to increase the power of ranged attacks. And then once you complete all of the upgrades, you can sell your core items to purchase new costumes. So it sounds like you're going to have to do that to unlock all of the new costumes in New Game Plus. There's 4 new beta skills, 8 new skills to enhance beta burst skills, 5 new drone skills. They go through a couple of them in terms of Infinite Pierce and Infinite Breaker. And then they say not only beta skills, but burst skills as well. So defeat the enemies and earn skill points to unlock them all. And they also say, Eve's gear and Exospine will also receive new enhancements. MK2 enhancements to existing gear will allow players to personalize their approach to the game. Why not boost your attack speed to corner your enemies with attacks or convert the damage you take into beta energy and send them all back? You can enhance your shield. And that last part right there in terms of boosting your attack speed, it's a small little video I think they're actually sharing on Twitter separate from this, where you can noticeably tell that Eve is so much faster, and it looks phenomenal. And even towards the very, very end, I guess, of this PlayStation blog, they talk about, obviously, enemies will be harder on harder difficulties, and also enemies may be repositioned in New Game Plus. So again, do some of these things appear in other games? Yes. Am I saying this is the greatest New Game Plus of all time? No, but it's refreshing. It's 100% refreshing because this really feels like a New Game Plus. This really feels like there's reason to go back in. Even some of those enemy-specific ones, right? Like enemies on higher difficulties, like unlocking a new, say, higher difficulty when you beat the game. That's not necessarily new. But then you got some of that, FromSoft kind of energy in, right? Where enemies might be in different places and enemies are already kind of hard. Then you're going to get stronger. And as you get stronger, you also might literally get faster. Then there's skins or costumes, right? They're exclusive to doing New Game Plus. This just really feels like a good one. And again, not to overstate it too much, but definitely to say it one more time, the fact that it's just launching day one makes me very happy. Because look, am I going to get to New Game Plus on day one? Is anybody? No. The game is 10, 15, 20, 25 hours. Nobody's going to get that on day one. So do you technically need it day one? No, but you probably need it day 2, day 3, day 4. You know what I mean? And some of these New Game Pluses, they come out 2, 3, 4 months after the game is out. So for this to do what it's doing, I think is extremely, extremely good. And to be honest with you, I can only speak for myself, okay? And generally, that's what I do here, right? I have more desire to play this game twice than I ever did, and more than I do in other games. And I gotta be real, simply because of New Game Plus. So I'm excited to jump in, and then I guess I'm excited to jump in again after that. I guess depending, like if the game, like I think I'm gonna like the game. If the game really doesn't speak to me, I mean, will I play it twice back to back? Probably not, but I am looking forward to it. So, okay, I think this is the last video I am making until I get my hands on this thing. So I look forward to playing it. We're actually going to be live streaming the game on this channel tomorrow. So if you want to watch me play a little of it very early on in the game, I'll be live streaming it tomorrow. I'll have some impressions. We'll do a review. We'll do some tips and tricks. Lots of videos coming over the next 2, 3, 4 days, okay? Thank you for all the support. You guys have freaking rocked, and I really do appreciate it. And I hope to see you all on the next one.